So, today we're diving into a really tough choice that pretty much every green entrepreneur has to face at some point. It's this constant battle between the pull of super fast growth and, well, the unglamorous but critical need for survival. So, let's get right into it. I'm going to put you in the driver's seat for this one. Imagine you were about to make a call that could seriously define the entire future of your new company. What would you do? Look, the world of green entrepreneurship is amazing, it's exciting, but it is not all smooth sailing. The risks you face here are unique, they go way beyond just a bad quarter, and can actually threaten the very existence of your mission. And that's where this core idea of green resilience comes in. It's not just about getting through one single storm. It's about designing your business so that it's fundamentally adaptable. Something that can take a hit, learn from it, and just keep on going, no matter how chaotic things get. So what kind of hits are we talking about? Well, they usually fall into three big buckets. First, you've got regulatory risks. Think a surprise carbon tax that messes with your numbers. Then there are the physical climate risks, like a hurricane that damages your actual infrastructure. And finally, market risks, where what customers want just changes on a dime. Getting a handle on these three is really how you future-proof your entire venture. Okay, enough with the theory. Let's make this totally real. Picture this. You are in the final stages of launching your big idea, our renewable energy storage system. You can practically taste the finish line. And this is what's left in the bank. 15,000 euros. That's it. It is the last bit of cash you have to get this thing finalized and out into the market. Every single cent is critical. But here's the curveball. Your market intel is basically a giant flashing red light. There's a huge risk of supply chain disruptions for the parts you desperately need. And even worse, there's a major spike in cyber attacks that are targeting energy grids, just like yours. So you've got two pretty big storms gathering on the horizon. And this is it. This is the moment. It all comes down to one single choice. How are you going to spend that last 15,000 euros? Because believe me, each path has massive, totally game-changing consequences. So here we go. You've got two options on the table. Option A is the growth gamble. You spend a little on basic maintenance, then you take the remaining 10 grand and just blitz the market with aggressive advertising. This is super tempting, right? You get your name out there fast, grab that market share. But the risk? You are completely exposed. A supply chain hiccup or a cyber attack could knock you offline for weeks. Then there's option B, the resilience investment. You spend almost everything, 14,000 euros, to build a fortress. We're talking advanced cybersecurity, a stockpile of emergency spare parts. You'll be safe, for sure. But with only 1,000 euros left for marketing, growth is going to be painfully slow while your competitors are just flying by. So what's it going to be? Do you bet on speed or do you bet on survival? It's a really tough call, no doubt about it. But just for the sake of argument, let's walk down the path of option B. Let's explore what happens when you decide to put resilience first and see what kind of long-term impact that choice actually has. You see, when you choose to invest in security, you're sending a powerful message to your investors, to your customers, to your whole team. You're signaling that you're not just building a flash in the pan. You're building an institution, something that's really designed to last. And this decision isn't just about playing defense and avoiding disaster. It's actually a proactive, strategic move. It aligns your entire business with the very foundations of a sustainable future. It's how you build genuine trust and show what real leadership looks like. This choice also plugs into a much bigger picture, the UN's Sustainable Development Goal 9. Think about it. By making sure your service stays online, even during a crisis, you are literally building resilient infrastructure. By choosing a responsible model instead of reckless growth, you're promoting sustainable industrialization. And by investing in top-tier security, you're fostering real innovation. So, we've walked through this whole high-stakes scenario together, but now it's time to shift the focus from this hypothetical situation to your reality, to your idea, your project, your venture. So I want you to really think about this. What's the single biggest risk that could just stop your operations dead in their tracks tomorrow? Maybe it's a policy change, a climate event, a market shift. The question isn't if a crisis is going to happen, it's when. So what's your shield? What's the plan B you can start building right now to make sure you don't just survive, but you actually thrive?